What's going on, guys? It's your boy Trolltek here for another episode. We are getting into episode 7 of To My Star Season 2. So what happened? Oh yeah, okay, yeah, I remember. The Sojun overhears Jiu and the girl, his ex, talk, and Jiu says basically, I missed you, and you know, you're the person that I loved, and all that other stuff. And then Sojun obviously took that as I'm not the one that he loves. Obviously, that's probably not the case because he left before Jiu could say anything else. Like, he just left mid-conversation when they were having that conversation. So I think Jiu's probably going to say more, but he's not going to hear that, and that's going to cause a lot of issues. And Sojun's going to be... If Sojun is not cold as fuck this episode, I don't know anything about this guy, because he's the type of dude that he's very like open and loving, but once you've kind of closed the door on him, I feel like it can be like ice. So I'm excited to see what happens in this next episode. And honestly, if he treats Jiu like coldly, you know, that's just comeuppance. Jiu's been treating this man like absolute trash since the first episode of this season. So he deserves some comeuppance. Like, he deserves to be on the receiving end of like cold behavior. So we'll see how this all plays out. But without further ado, let's get into episode 7 of To My Star Season 2. Here we go.
보고 싶기도 했어?
I guess he didn't want to hear it in his head. He was like, I don't want to.
얘기가
That's got to be a clear enough message that I'm not into you. Oh, like, I don't want to be with you. I don't know how I feel about that girl, because like, it's like, I don't know. She seems interesting. Like, she doesn't seem malicious, but like, also, I don't know what her whole deal is. Like, because you ghosted him, right? Because people were saying, the lying low line means that she ghosted him. So you ghosted him, and now you're coming back as if nothing happened and trying to get with him again. I don't know. It's weird. Like, at least with Jiu and Sojun, like, Jiu is not the one that's trying to get with Sojun. Like, you know what I mean? He's trying to keep his distance, you know, because so it's not the same situation. Like, as much issues as I have with Jiu, that's not one of them. So I don't know how I feel about her. I don't dislike her, but I don't like her either. She just gives me bad vibes. She's got bad mojo, you know? Like, I don't know. There's something about her that's just a bit sus. Not sus, but I don't know. Uncomfortable.
내가 졌다. 앞으로 잘 지내? 잘 지내겠지만.
Oh, Jiu had a small smile on his face as well as soon as, like, he saw him. See, I feel like he figured stuff up in his brain, but now Sojun's pissed off, which rightfully so, don't get me wrong, but like, oh my god, the miscommunication.
아프지도 말고. 어차피 안 아프겠지만.
He's got the dark clothes on again because his mood's bad. Like, man, the costuming, the like scene choice, the color grading is so perfectly demonstrates what the characters are going through. The director is just like next level, honestly. And classic Jiu is not even trying to explain anything or just talk, even have a conversation about Like, why are you suddenly mad at me? You know, even that.
가끔 그때가 생각났고.
Oh, finally getting his POV. Actually, that's one thing I actually haven't clocked this whole time. We haven't got Jiwoo's POV once this whole season. Like, not even for a couple of seconds. So that's definitely on purpose to reveal some stuff about him that we were not aware of. Obviously, I don't know what it is, but I am intrigued. The way the mood instantly changed when it went into his POV, though.
지금 가면 한 1시간 반?
Oh, it's a flashback.
알겠어.
네, 끊어요.
혹시 오늘 저녁에
Like, this is I don't know who's saying this right now, but I guess we'll get into it. We knew this already, that like Sojun's like schedule was the biggest issue, right? That a reason why Jiwoo felt a certain way. So I already knew this, and I feel like it's going to explore more of that. But I will say this is, I understand where the issue could have arisen, but like, I do think both of them are at fault with this issue in a way. Like, Jiwoo is at fault, obviously, for not sitting down and talking to him and saying, I feel like we need more time for one another. Not, you know, saying why he felt the way he felt, and like, not even why, but like that he felt that way, because Sojun didn't even fucking know. And Sojun is at fault for not, I guess, trying to be more aware of his partner's feelings, even when he was like shutting down. Because it's not obvious, but if you really are spending a lot of time with someone and you spend every day with them, you're gonna see when they're a bit off, and you're gonna be like, oh, let me see what's going on here, you know. So they're both at fault in their own ways, but yeah.
잠깐 집 앞에 와줄 수 있나?
무슨 일 있어?
Who's this?
그냥 오늘따라 좀 우울해서.
아, 미안. 오늘은 좀 더 연습해야 될 것 같은데.
Oh, this is
당연히 바쁘대.
this is a flashback to when they were dating. It's showing that. Okay, this is interesting. So when he was dating her, he was basically the Sojun of the relationship. Like, he was always busy and stuff. Where in his second relationship, he was in her position, which is where I guess the guilt came from.
재밌는 것 같아. 드디어 이어지니까 속 시원하지.
But you know what makes it worse that Jiwoo ghosted Sojun is he went through that himself, like being ghosted from a relatively serious relationship. So like him doing that in turn is just doubly worse in my opinion. But like, also I'm kind of seeing his point of view a bit more these days now. I still don't support the way he's treated Sojun throughout this whole kind of season, obviously, but I can kind of understand more his point of view, especially if I stick by the theory that I think he's clinically depressed. I can see his point of view more, a bit more. Oh, and jealousy came into the picture as well.
모든 것은
Yeah.
내 문제였다.
And he said that in the last episode anyway. At least, like, him understanding that gave, like, him understanding that it was all in his own shit made me like respect him a lot. Obviously, like, because at least he's not playing the card, oh, everyone did me wrong. you know, I didn't do anything. At least doesn't have that perspective. So that actually has made me, like, him admitting that in the last episode has made me much more lenient with him now, honestly.
한 번도 겪어보지 못한 감정을 서른이 다 돼서도 느낄 수 있다는 사실을 모르고 살았다.
Okay, so they are in it. I was wondering how old they're at late 20s. I thought so.
치킨이랑 시켜놨는데 먹고 가요.
아 먹고 가요. 이제 촬영도 끝났는데.
오빠 저희 인스타 라이브 중이에요. 인사해주세요.
지금 라이브 중이래요. 생일 축하해요.
He got a cake and everything, and then he
나는
didn't make it.
혼자였고 강서준은 모두와 함께였다. 그 감정이 싫었다. 강서준이 없으면 나도 없어질 것 같아.
Oh, that's valid.
하지 않은 그 감정이 싫었다.
That's valid, but like, again, if he just shared
도망치고
his,
싶었다.
if he just shared
말도 안
his,
되는 핑계들을 끊임없이 만들어가면서 그래야 내가 살 수 있을 것 같았다.
this is a hard one. I don't know.
이 새끼가 배신할 깜냥이나 있는.
Because at the end of the day, I understand where his perspective is coming from, but also if he just shared these, if he just communicated these feelings, you know, it wouldn't have fucking become a dumpster fire like it has. But also his headspace is not on, like, his headspace is not right in general. Just he needs to really process and work through his own personal shit in general, even outside of their relationship. So
있는 새끼냐?
부탁드릴게요. 그리고 촬영 전에 그림도 좀 생각해 오시고요.
bro is a fucking menace.
야이씨.
Yeah, I don't think you want to start that, bro. He will drop you 100%.
오랜만에 밖에 나오니까 너무 좋다 지우야.
Bro, why is he walking in the middle of a highway right now? Because that looks like they're on a highway. That's crazy. Or a main road at least. That's an interesting habit. Like when someone's walking past, just like blocking them. Okay, is this in the modern day right now? I think this is in the current timeline. Because, yeah, he was wearing that jacket when they were having the conversation.
형.
Bro got smashed. He finished two bottles, it looks like.
괜찮아? 아, 형.
I need to know the, like, what is the backstory of that trauma of his? Like, it's because it's like they still haven't even touched on that. And also, why the fuck do his best mates not know about that? Like, that's interesting that they are not aware that he has that thing with glasses.
한번 틀어보겠습니다.
아직 지우가 안 왔는데요.
틀겠습니다.
아니 이장님 지우가 안
Yeah, you
왔다니까요.
fucking old goat. Sorry.
근데 자가 여기 있으면 되겠나? 그래 내 배려한 기다.
Well, then
아니,
don't talk shit about his parents then. Like, that's insane.
한번 물어보입시다. 뭐가 그렇게 아직도 화나 있는데요? 그때 그 사기 사건 때문에요? 그래서 애한테 아직도 그렇게 대하는 거예요?
너희들은 그때 어려서 잘 모른다. 이 마을에 당한 사람이 어디 한두 명이가? 돈은 또 얼마고?
That's not his fault though. Like, I assume his parents scammed the village people, but like, that's not his fault, bro.
아니 그건
아니요, 알아먹고 오시는 게 아니었는데 괜히 서울에서 우연히 만나갖고요. 괜히 안 들어도 될 말 듣게 하고.
Interesting. So she brought him back to the village. I wonder if she ran into him when he was still with, like, Soljin when he was living in Seoul.
내가 미안하다.
Because maybe his mindset was already in, like, I this relationship is like killing me. And then she gave him like an out and then he took it. That's what I'm thinking.
다행인가? 어차피 시골 식당 솔루션 회차 또 찍어야 되니까 그거 형도 나가서 찍고 하면 드라마 한 사건도 붙이지 않을까요?
Is he in the headspace to record more with Jiwoo right now? Because they had a whole, like, not an argument, but a kind of
여보세요? 오랜만이야 자기.
drama.
미안해.
아이 자기 또 뭐가?
곧 기사 날 거야. 내 선에서 막아보고 싶었는데 안 되네.
Article? What article? What article? So he's still dating that girl though. At least we know. What's the article? Is it something about you or something about Sojun? Is just Kang Sojun is taking off from when the gangster loves. There's suspicion of his specific phobia relapse. What the hell is that? Oh, is that the glass thing? Like that trauma? Oh, they're gonna end it there? Okay. So that was episode 7 of To My Star Season 2. Honestly, I've got more questions than answers with that episode. Like, obviously, we kind of have a basic idea of why, like, we're getting some idea more of Jiwoo's perspective of like what happened. Obviously, it still doesn't excuse a lot of what he did in this season, but I think I'm understanding his point of view a bit more. But then Sojun, it was like, I feel like with Sojun, it was a lot of flashback stuff. I'm not sure if it was flashback or modern day. I don't know, whatever. And I think it was modern day because I thought that the director stuff was in a flashback, like straight after his breakup. But because the article just came out, that all happened recently. So that was, okay, so that was current timeline. That did confuse me a bit. So an article was released about he had a relapse in a specific phobia. I don't know what the fuck that even means, but I'm assuming it has something to do with the fact that when the glass breaks and he has a panic attack. There's something to do with that probably. So I think with this happening with Sojun, and he's going to be in kind of a weak headspace, just like, and vulnerable right now. I think this is going to be Jiwoo's time to kind of, you know, kind of, what's the word I'm looking for? It's going to be an opportunity for him to be support for Sojun, you know, because up until now, it's very much, you know, he has not been a supportive force in his life. I think this is going to be the time for Jiwoo to prove, I guess, himself in a way by, you know, helping Sojun emotionally or just with this whole situation. So I am curious how this is all going to be, how this is going to play out. Because right now Sojun is majorly depressed. He's like, every scene we've seen of him so far has been him kind of just like in his bed or at home, like drunk, hungover, whatever. So that's going to be interesting. Anyway, that was my reaction to episode 7. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.